3:15 p.m. I was coming home from the hospital after visiting my little boy. I crossed the Murray railway crossing on the back road coming towards Fermanagh. I started 600 yards past the crossing, and the road lit up in a blue iridescent light. My first thought was that it was the helicopter that took my little boy to the hospital because it has a blue light under it. I thought, at the time that he was flying too low, I thought he would hit the trees and, because, stand so low. I quickened up to get out of the blue light. Couldn't get out of the blue light. It kept up with me, so I slowed down, thinking that he would keep going at his normal speed and I would back out of the light. I didn't. It slowed down with me. So I thought, well, maybe he's trying to signal the car. He wants the car to stop. So I stopped the car, and thing I wouldn't normally do on a dark road on my own, I wouldn't get out of the car. But I had no fear. It never occurred to me there was no noise from the helicopter. I didn't hear a sound, no noise. I got out of the car and looked up, and here was this enormous flying saucer, I call it. It was approximately 4 times wider than the road. It could not have come down on the road if it wanted to land without flattening light poles and fences on each side. I stood frozen.
How high above you was it?
Approximately 2 light poles, just above the trees. About 100 feet, no more.
How wide was the road at that point?
I believe it's a 2-chain road. I don't know how wide a chain is. It's a wide road. The mechanics
actually, would you say the craft is roughly, 100 feet long?
I would say that, yes. Round.
In diameter?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. I just want to see
It
that.
was, the only noise it made was a low hum. My husband told me it's like an electrical substation hum. No flashes, no sparks, nothing, no flashing lights. No windows, nothing visible. It was just hovering above the trees. No, it was iridescent blue. The whole thing was glowing, and the glow from it was reflecting on the road. It wasn't sending down a beam of light. It was illuminating the whole road. My brain was shrinking round. Perfectly round, almost circular.
And what about,
I would say at its widest point in the middle, it would be 20 feet high.
And what was the shape of the...
Like a snail shell.
Like a snail shell?
Like
a bell shape, you might say?
No, not as deep as a bell. Put 2 ordinary household saucers, one on top of the other, and you have the shape.
Well, there was no roof extending out?
No, just a slight...
Like 2 saucers placed...
One on top of the other. Exactly, that's right. That's how I would, if anybody said to me draw it, that's what I would draw, 2 saucers, one on top of the other. My brain was shrieking at me move, and I couldn't. And then I did eventually get power to move. I got back into the car and went fast as I could possibly drive the car. But it followed me for 8 miles, the police told me, when I went to the police station. The light... Yes, because they didn't know the road. I went back later and they explained to me that from where I saw it to where it left me was approximately 8 miles. When I got to what I call civilization at Fermanagh, where all the lights come back on, it just left. It didn't swerve, it went backwards. But it didn't swerve or tick, just changed direction. And there was a streak of light and it was gone.
When you say it went backwards, did you mean a reverse?
Reverse, that's right. But it didn't swerve.
No.
Just changed direction.
Or stop before it went back?
No. Just seemed to change direction. 1 minute it was with the car, the next second it was going backwards. There was a streak of light, and the next minute was a star in the sky, and it was gone.
Gone in a flash?
Gone in a flash.
You did see it up in the sky?
I saw the streak of light, and, well, what I thought, well, there it is, it's a star, it's gone. I kept on going to Fermanagh. First thought we'd get to a policeman. No police station, no policeman in the police station at Fermanagh Central Station, so I got back in the car and went on to the Rosebud. Went into the Rosebud police station, said I'd been followed home, and he went to go outside, and I said, you won't catch it, I think it was a flying saucer. And he said, oh, lady, come in and sit down. You know, he thought I'd gone off. Well, I told him all about what I'd seen and said I wanted to make an official report, and he said that he would report it to the authorities and to go home, which I did. I came home.
In this
told my husband what I'd seen, and he made me a cup of tea. That's all for that night. The next morning, I rang the Air Force. They informed me that I had probably seen some sort of phenomena, and that they would send me out a questionnaire to be filled in and sent back, which they did. I filled it in. I might say it was quite a difficult thing to fill in. I think you need to be an astronaut to take in what they, you know, how they put it down. They don't put it for ordinary, everyday people, which we are. You need to be a pilot or to understand some of the questions. I sent it in, filled it back, and there we are, filled it back. And that was the first sighting. The second sighting was 22 days later, on the 25th of July, same time, 1972. Same time and approximately the same place. I came over the same railway crossing and I passed a man with a torch in his right hand leading a cow on a rope. We both passed the crossing at the same time. I got 400 or 500 yards past the man when the road lit up again. I knew what it was straight away, put my foot on the accelerator and off I went. I was determined this time I wasn't going to get out for anybody. I suppose I got half a mile going at high speed when the engine cut off, just completely cut off. I had no control of the car at all. I couldn't steer it, I couldn't stop it. And even though I turned the ignition key, I couldn't start it either.
You and you're still moving at this point?
Gliding to a stop to the side of the road. Yeah. No effect. Nothing worked. I didn't have any control at all. No, couldn't steer it. Although the steering wheel moved, everything was working but not controlling the car. The headlights were still on full beam. I drive with full beam on there because there's no street lights. It just glided to a stop on the side of the road, in the dirt on the side of the road. I sat petrified. I thought, well, I'm gone this time. It's hard to explain because what happened is like sitting in a vacuum, and it's hard to describe what happened. I'm gone this time. There was no sound at all. It was like sitting in a tube. There was no sound. It felt like it. I had the feeling that I was closed in a soundless tube, yes, in a vacuum. Practically, yes, that's what it felt like. Yes, nothing. There was just no sound, nothing. Not a breath of air, just this deadly quiet. Yeah. I then had the feeling that I was receiving a message from this thing, which was above the car. I could see it over the car, you know, round the sides of the car without getting out because it's that big. First thought was, I don't understand it. I knew I was getting some sort of a message, but I couldn't understand it. I don't speak any foreign languages, and I felt that I was receiving this message in a foreign language.
Inside your mind?
Yeah. There was no voices, not a sound, just this deadly quiet. Then the message that I was getting was translated into English, beautiful English, not English like we speak, beautifully spoken English.
Did you feel that you sort of hear this within your mind?
That's right, yes.
Hear the actual words?
Hear the words without hearing the voice. No voice, no sound, nothing.
No, not audible sound, that external sound. But in your mind, it was just something you were speaking. That's
right, yes. I wouldn't say that I could determine whether it was male or female. It was just a voice speaking a message. First part of the message was, all your tests will be negative. Then there was a pause, and it said, tell the media, do not panic, we mean no harm. Then there was a long pause, And then it said, you now have control. The car started up all by itself. I still had both hands on the steering wheel. The blue light went out, and I suppose it was gone. I just sat on the side of the road with the car engine ticking over. No sound still, just sitting there in the dark. Put the car into gear, and off I went. I didn't panic like I did the first time. The first thought was, I must get to a house with a telephone, I must ring the police. There may be some sign of this thing still about if they can get here in time. When I would say 7 miles before I could find a house with a light on, close enough to the road to go in. There are a lot of homes back off the road, but not close enough to drive in. You'd have to go down side streets and things to get to them. Knocked these people out of bed and said, could I come in, that I'd had a fright on the road, and could I ring the police, and they said no, they didn't have the phone on. So I got back into the car and went straight through to Rosebud police station where I'd been before. Was greeted with, oh no, not you again. I told them that I had again seen this object, and that I had received a message from it and I didn't know what to do with it. I said I wanted to make it an official report. I didn't want it just written down and passed off, but I wanted it to be official that I had seen this thing, because I thought that people should know that it was about. Went home, told my husband I'd seen it again, but this time I rang the Air Force straight away. And he just said, oh yes lady, I'll pass it on to the right authorities. I then received, a couple of days later, another questionnaire to be filled in and returned, which I did. I reported it the next day, on the Wednesday, to radio stations, 3AW, rang the TV stations, 2 laughed and hung up. One sent out a team of reporters and cameramen and took an interview, which will be played later in the month, I believe, in the month of August. And that is up to date, and I hope I don't see it again.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Puddy. That's a very clear and coherent description as good as I do that.
Thank you.
Just a few questions I'd like to ask you, if you don't mind, in relation to this. Naturally, first of all, you've never had any similar experiences to this?
No, never.
Have you been interested in UFOs before?
No.
Not at all?
Not at all.
You've never read anything about it?
No.
I see. Have you had any psychic experiences with them?
No. I'm just a plain, ordinary lady.
And why do you think that they chose you?
The only reason I can give is that I was alone on a lonely road with no one else about.
Yes, but then how do you account for it happening twice? 22 days apart?
22 days.
And it was you the second time?
I don't know. I can't explain.
And you've never had any psychic experience?
No, nothing at all. I've never been interested in flying saucers or... I like to watch the fake things on TV.
You don't mind if I ask you this, naturally?
No.
We have to ask it, but have you ever had any psychiatric treatment or anything like that?
No.
Never have. You've never been given to hallucinations or
No.
imagining things?
No.
Did you hear whether anybody else had seen this crowd?
On the Wednesday morning that I reported it to the radio stations, it was on the Talkback program, and 3 or 4 people from around on the peninsula rang to say that they had seen the light from this object. One lady rang and said that her husband had seen the object, but he had gone inside to get binoculars, and by the time he came out it had gone.
What time did you say it occurred?
9:15 at night. Approximately 9:15.
Because I understand I heard the Talkback program or part of it that you were referring to. The woman rang up and said that she had sighted one at Maureen at 10:30 that night. I wonder whether it would have been...
May have been the same one.
That's possible. Anyway, that's certainly a most interesting and unusual experience. Actually, I have heard a couple similar to that. in America, and one in Buddhist chapter stuff, that a very similar thing happened. He told the lady he was suspended in time, and he was looking at the tube of light. I think I mentioned it to you before.
The only light that was on was the illumination from this car.
Which was glowing all over.
All over.
Even glow.
That's right, an even iridescent blue glow. There was no sharp light. Fluorescent. Yes. Like a street light, like a blue street light.
Blue street light. Yes, all this rotten that you mentioned. Oh, anyway, it's been mentioned frequently. In fact, this late on the mail was something about the first information here for this pretty blue place. Just very much. Anyway, well, thanks very much, Mr. Puddy. I think that you've told us, well, there's nothing further for me to add. So, you don't mind if I play this at private gatherings or public gatherings? Good, thank you very much. Well, there's one other thing, Mr. Puddy, which I meant to mention. You mentioned briefly about some experience you had in between the two sightings at night. Could you tell us about that?
On the Monday night before the second sighting, which was the Monday the 24th of July, I usually go to see to visit our son in the hospital on Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays. Well, this week I didn't. I went on the Tuesday night and the Thursday night. On the Monday night I was home making clothes for my little daughter's doll, and I thought I heard someone call my name. I said to my husband, someone's calling me. He went out into the back and there was no one there, and we live on a corner, and I thought at the time that anyone passing, might have just been voices of people passing in the street. Didn't give it any more thought, and went to bed normally at 11 o'clock. And the whole night long I was kept awake by this voice repeatedly calling my name, Maureen, over and over again.
Could you give us an idea of how that happened?
Just as if they were outside calling me, Maureen, Maureen, over and over again.
How long did it go on?
All night. Twice I got up to see if it was my daughter, who is 5. I went into her bedroom. She was sound asleep. It wasn't my daughter. And there's a lady, an old lady, lives at the end of our block. And I thought she may have fallen over or she may be sick, and she was out calling me. So I went out into the backyard, and there was nobody there either. There was nobody about. I came inside, locked up, went to bed, back to bed again. God, well, I must be imagining it. Dozed off to sleep again, but this continual voice went on calling all night long.
Was it inside your head or outside your head?
I would say inside me.
Did anybody else hear it?
No.
Did you not hear it?
Yes, indeed. Sound asleep. No.
Oh, he was asleep?
He was sound asleep. Sound asleep.
But then you heard it earlier in the evening and you got your
That's right. He went out into the
He didn't hear it then either?
He didn't hear it then either. No.
You think it might have been in your mind?
I think it might have, yes. I rang my mother early in the morning to see if she was all right. I thought, well, maybe there's something wrong and I'm getting messages. Rang them, Mum said, no, she's fine. And she asked me why, and I said, because I've been kept awake by voices calling me all night long. Can't explain it, it just happened. And then that was on the Tuesday morning, and then on the Tuesday night, I had the second sighting.
That happened the night of the same, well, the next night?
The next night I had the sighting. The Monday night I would usually have been out at the hospital on my way home. Didn't go, went on the Tuesday night instead.
Well, it's very interesting. Thank you very much.